Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. I'm your host, Michael Lemo, and today it is Thumpin' Thursday with the one and only Roberto Vally.
Woo!
Hey now.
Yes, and Roberto has played on my jazz record that's coming out in March, and he does a bunch of things on his own as well, but he just absolutely kills it. We did a song about, what was it, a week ago, here at the store called Soulful Afternoon, and it just sounded so good that we had to bring him back. And this bass has been some of the topic from that video. How you doing, Roberto?
I'm doing just peachy king.
Good.
You know, when my kids are good, I'm good. So
That's a
that's
good
how
answer.
it is. Yeah, man. That's how it is.
So we got something really cool here today. This is from 1969 all the time. It's a Fender Precision bass in Sunburst.
Oh gosh.
Woo!
Might look familiar.
Yeah. Let me see something. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. This is the bass that I brought to Norm, some weeks ago. Because I got 2 kids in college. How about that? So,
Congrats on that.
thank you. Yeah, I actually raised a rocket scientist. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
But,
That's awesome.
yeah, but Norm was so generous. He took this bass and gave me cash, and I have a replica, a P-Bass. That's it's not the monster that this is, but it gets the job done. And I'm happy that I'm happy that it'll find a good home. But check this thing out. I know this bass intimately. So, first of all, it's got the flat wound strings from Fender, and I also know that this bass has the slightly narrower, that I prefer, string spacing, width of the neck. The string spacing is about the same, but the slightly narrower neck, so it almost feels like a jazz bass. So it's really, really comfortable to play.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
You can see the finish on the back of the maple neck is, almost, it looks like it's untouched, and it's all original. That's the original, varnished on it, the nitrocellulose lacquer, and it's just a workhorse of a bass.
It really is. Sounds amazing. And one thing I noticed too, it's not too heavy.
No, it's the lightweight alder body, and I guess that's why they chose it for the lightweight and the tonal characteristics that it has. And being that they were going to paint it up with the 3-color Sunburst, it's okay. But yeah, this bass, the P-Bass is, for me, the definitive electric bass sound.
Yeah. There's no doubt.
The way they cut through the band, and yeah, I just wish I would have started on a Fender bass. I was a Gibson boy.
You started on a Gibson?
I started on Gibsons,
Wow.
but in my defense, I think I got my first Gibson when I was 12. And then I got a Ripper because Peter Cetera from Chicago had a Ripper bass. So
didn't Gene Simmons have a Ripper
I think
too?
no, I think he had a Grabber.
He was doing the Gene Simmons.
He had, yeah. But he had I think he had the Grabber where the pickup was.
Oh right.
It was slidable.
Yeah,
you could slide the thing.
Yeah.
What a concept!
Those are cool basses too, but you're right. The P-Bass is kind of to bring it all home.
Yeah, from when I think about P-Bass, I think about, this model. I think about Duck Dunn. I think about James Jamerson. And another bass player that is one of my favorites that was extremely underrated, that I actually got to meet him in Japan. He was in the Herbie Hancock band, Headhunters, Paul Jackson.
Paul Jackson is
he-
one of the best bass players of all time. I saw him at the Baked Potato.
Did you?
And
Yeah.
with my first bass player, and we were so emotional by the end of that show. And he couldn't even. I think he was living over there in Japan.
Yeah, he lives in
and he
Japan.
had a back plate that he was still trying to pay for. So,
Right.
and it was just crazy because one of the best musicians I've ever seen, still having a hard time paying for certain things just to live and
Right.
but my God, one of the most talented and best shows I've ever seen in my life.
He came out to hear me play with
Wow.
Bobby Caldwell in Osaka. So
That says
we
everything.
got a chance to hang out, and that Roberto, I was just like, dude, we gotta talk.
Yeah, we gotta get real.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk. I gotta, you're not leaving here unless I gotta pump you for. I want to know your story.
I want to know what.
And
how
anyway,
you do what you do.
he did it just with something just like this. One pickup, volume, tone, and you're off to the races. So I can't wait to plug this thing back in and let's do something together.
I can't wait to hear you. Let's go do it, and I might even have to show up. Let's take it out front. Thank you, Roberto.
Let's do it.
Let's
do
go.
it. All right.
Woo! Woo!
So we're out here in the showroom at beautiful Norm's Rare Guitars, and I got me this 1969 Precision bass that I'm going to demonstrate for you. You get a chance to hear what she does, and all the iconic songs that's made this bass famous. Not this particular bass, but I'm telling you, it plays like a dream. This one in particular, I should know because I owned it for a little while. But so yeah, it's got flat wound strings on it. So for me, it's just got the definitive electric bass sound. I don't really play with the picks, so I'm going to use my fingers. So, you remember like songs like. Okay, so that's with the fingers, and I'll give you a little bit of a old Sly and the Family Stone. So she can do a lot, She can get funky, she can get sensitive and pretty. And I'm going to ask my friend Michael Lemo to get over here and play. He's on a phone call trying to bring that money into the store. I understand, so I'm going to wait for him to get off the phone. And yeah, you should definitely come out and try this thing. There's plenty of other stock to pick from. I'm a Fender guy. I love me a jazz bass and a P-Bass. I was kind of reluctant in the beginning. All my friends, when I was a kid, they were talking about, oh man, get a Fender, get a Fender. I was playing Gibson because the guys in my band had Gibson, what do they have, like a Les Paul and Gibson. I thought, yeah, I should get it. So my father got me an EBO, and then he got me a Gibson Ripper bass.
Oh, cool.
And then I succumbed. I think I'm going to date myself. In like 1975, I got a jazz bass, Sunburst jazz bass from Sam Ash.
Wow.
Music store for $495. And then I became a believer, and I did all the exotic basses. I love them dearly. I bought a Ken Smith in the like when he first had made basses in like 1984. I bought a 6-string bass, and then I moved to Federa, and when those basses were $2,500. Now they're, you know, over $12,000, $15,000 for an electric bass. And I just kind of went back to, you know, the simple bolt-on design, and yeah, it really gets the job done. So.
Sounds so pretty.
Doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, Leo Fender, back when he designed this thing, he just got it right the first time, didn't he?
Is that your favorite bass?
It kind of is, yeah, for sure. I mean, without a doubt, yeah. I'm maybe a little bit more partial to the jazz bass, just because for me, I think it just has a little bit more versatility, you know, but I can't get a jazz bass to sound like a P-Bass, and the P-Bass on a record, it just has this punch and this lower mid, you know, thing. It just cuts through so nicely. I think that they're also very forgiving. I mean, at least for me. They make me sound better than what I am. So.
You sound amazing.
Oh gosh, thank you so much. So, like I said, I invite my buddy Michael, who I've been in the studio with, recording on his record. He's enjoying the fruits of success on Billboard with a single that I recorded.
Yes, that's
for
correct.
him. What was the name of that ditty, bro?
That one right now is called La Cienega, and the next one will be called Blue Comet.
Beautiful.
And you ripped them both up, so.
Thank you, man. Well, thank you for joining me.
Cool.
And
yeah.
I thought we would maybe just break out a little bit of Hendrix.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know,
show them what that bass can
in
do.
a mellow way, yeah. And I'll just show you how this bass can accompany, even with just, you know, guitar and bass. We got the whole band right here.
Cool. Let's see what happens.
Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
There you have it. That's your guitar of the day with Roberto Vally.
Thanks so much for having me here. I'm great to play an old friend, a 69 P-Bass. They don't get much better than this. Come check it out here at Norm's.
Awesome. Here to here. Thank you.
That was awesome. Bye. That was great.
Cool.